Of course, that's no disrespect to Tze Yong, who has actually made round 2 here in Australia, as you can see from the draw. But a lot of people have been really impressed with Tze Yong, and it could even be an all-Malaysian quarterfinal as well if Tze Yong and Tze Yong come through their matches. Tze Yong taking on Badminton Manjunath, who has had a great run this week. Down the bottom of the draw, Zhao Junpeng and Cho Tian Chen will play either Cesar Mustavito. Well, here they are, players
Please
ready to come to the arena.
Men's singles player, Tze Yong from Malaysia. And a big warm welcome, please, from Indonesia, Jonatan Christie.
Tze Yong and Jonatan Christie, said the last player to possibly make the quarterfinals. Weng Hong Yang took out Kodai Narioka in the first round. And Badminton Manjunath, of course, conqueror of former world champion Loh Kian Yu in straight games as well. So it was a tough one for Tze Yong. Still good evolution to the men's singles draw. And this debate as to who is the #1 in Malaysia for men's singles will continue. Jonatan Christie leads this head-to-head 2-0. Very different players though in Tze Yong and Tze Yong. Tze Yong a lot more crafty, he's a lot more tricky at the net. Doesn't specifically rely on big power, though he has been adding that to his game. Jonatan Christie is, in my view, the kind of player that Tze Yong would love to be in terms of his movement and his power. He's a very versatile player. He gets around the court pretty well, and of course that's why he's got to his ranking. Here he is, 25 years old, born in Jakarta. Currently ranked 5, was as high as 2. That was in January of this year, so it's been a very good year from him all in all. In fact, he did actually start well, and he's kind of drifted off the pace a little bit, but if you think about the company that he keeps, Anthony Sinisuka Ginting is another one, and of course Chico Wadoyo as well. 3 great Indonesian players. Kenta Momoto, sorry, first player, 72 minutes it took him, 3 games. Momoto very much still on the comeback trail for the last couple of years now. But yeah, John Christie was runner-up in Japan last week. But Axelsen, of course, coming out winner there. Here's his opponent, 23-year-old Tze Yong, down south in Johor. Currently ranked 21 and has been high as 20, and I'm sure that was, yep, that was this year as well. So both players on a pretty good run. But before the Japan Open for Jonatan Christie, well, it was the Indonesian Open, Indonesian Masters, and the India Open right at the start of the year when he was making quarterfinalists and winning titles. That was Tze Yong's first opponent, Kanta Tsuneyama, 39 minutes, 21-18, 21-8. He was a quarterfinalist, and in Korea, Thailand Open, Swiss Open, the All England, which would make this his 5th quarterfinal if he can make it. Umpire for this one, Dennis Law. Joined by our service judge, Shihan Lim. So a 5th quarterfinal for Tze Yong, number 21 in the world, and a 5th quarterfinal for Jonatan Christie as well, number 5 in the world.
Ready to play.
Jonatan has managed to turn 4 of his quarterfinals, his conversion rate, into 4 semifinals, and that is the real difference when it comes to singles. It's not just about hitting the quarterfinals, it's about converting it to a higher title. And of course, one of those he converted all the way up to the top. That was the Indonesian Masters coming out. So a 1st and a 2nd and a 3rd for John Christie so far in 2023. It's not his full name either. Leonardus Jonatan Christie, that's his full name. Doesn't go by the Leonardus. That's actually quite a unique name. So this should be a classic.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Jonatan Christie, Indonesia. And on my left, Tze Yong, Malaysia. Jonatan Christie serve. Love all. Play.
That's a good winner from Tze Yong, and he is great at those.
So it's over. 1 love.
Looks like he is looking to add a bit of power into his game today.
2 love. Service over.
So John Christie gets on the board.
2.
But again, it's power down the line from Tze Yong.
So it's over.
Finding a lot of space and reward
1.
on that right side. Wow, it was great movement from John Christie. You could just see him creeping ahead in terms of his footwork. A couple of steps to take him from backcourt to midcourt. A couple more steps take him to front court, but just
3.
just padding around. Does move very well. Stuff that long.
So it's over. 4, 2.
Very late take from Tze Yong, and we all know what happens there.
So it's over. 3, 4.
Mistake there.
4 all.
So after a good start from Tze Yong, Christie now looks like he's found his rhythm. Ties it up at 4 apiece.
Play on.
Very well, but a good pace to this match so far.
5, 4.
In all honesty, it's playing at Jonatan Christie's pace. I think Tze Yong looking a little bit drawn into it, a bit more rushed for him. Prefers to take things a little bit slower. I don't think he's going to get the chance. Oh, that's a great winner. Picks that out the air well.
Service over. 5 all.
It's wide.
6-5.
A bit of a wipe down called in the opening salvo of points. This one could go all the way. Certainly evenly matched, even though their world rankings are not. But many people do think that Tze Yong is just poised and ready to start climbing those rankings himself. Currently 21, just outside the top 20. Jonatan Christie, as I said, nicely settled at 5.
5.
And once again, very much like the women's singles category, you're just not going to get a better opportunity with the likes of Victor Axelsen, especially not in attendance. One of the players taking a break before the World Championships in a couple of weeks in Denmark. And while that really does affect the women's singles draw, with the top 4, the big 4 not being here,
5.
Victor not being here is a great boost for these players. But in addition to that, Tsuneyama, Nishimoto, Laksha Sen retired yesterday, Narioka out, Lo Kian Yu out. It's a very good opportunity indeed to make the quarterfinals or further. Young's done well here to craft out this 3-point lead. Christie leaves it. Challenge coming as expected.
Called out.
Is out quite clearly.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remains. Service over. 6-8. Play.
Good variation from Tze Yong, just punctuated it with an attempted winner, picked up nicely by Christie. Oh, what a response.
Like that.
Frustration for Christie as he did send that long.
Service over.
It's been something about Malaysian players today. Been coming up with defenses like this behind the back. It's the 3rd Malaysian player, in fact, that we've seen do that today. Wonder if that's part of the national training program. Just before I continue that, probably not. Most probably not. That's reflex defense. Will generally come out quite well from it, but it looks great. 9-6. Interesting idea. Sent it too wide.
Service over. 7-9.
He's looking to fire off these winners at the earliest possible opportunity. Christie giving him a lot of opportunities with these big lifts to the back. But he has to get them on target. They were at the start of the game. Now, a bit of errors drifting in left and right. Christie's managed to claw this back up. 1 point behind. to hijack that point, Christie. Middle of it
Service
didn't
over.
work out for him. So as we approach the first mid-game interval, Tze Yong has just managed to keep his head above water here against a pretty strong opponent.
It's over. 9-10.
Oh, great point from Christie. Played the court well. First went right, then he went left. In the end, when he drew Tze Yong in, found the space just behind him.
10-all.
It's a tough shot as well. Push. You all know that's a little bit drifty, that side of the court, that little corner at the top. So still not at the mid-game interval just yet. And in the end, falls to Christie.
11-10. Interval.
Well, that's the other thing that we've seen happen today. 12 minutes that took. We've seen Malaysian players dropping leads. Significant, of course, being Ong Yu Sin and Choi Yi.
Kamu tengah belakangnya lebih enak, jadi variasinya enak, ada tembak, ada drop tadi. Cuman kalau kamu mau jepit-jepit itu jangan ke badannya, kamu jepit kanan kiri. Ya, kanan aja. Kamu sekali des, agak silang dikit ya. Tapi sambil bisa ya.
Eleven, 10. Play. Twelve, 10.
Oh, Christie's picked up his rhythm. Just a little bit off the first part of this game. Now he's hustling around court pretty well. And that's in. And Tze Yong watched that drop right
13,
till
10.
it hit the ground.
Out. So it's over. 11, 13.
Service error immediately after that from Christie. First we've seen from him. Another late take from Tze Yong. All hands on deck defending from the Malaysian. Didn't quite work out for him.
Service over. 14, 11.
So Christie, after being 4 points behind at the start of this game, has rallied well. He's 3 points up. Lucky.
15, 11.
Tze Yong definitely looking affected by that net tumble. Jonatan Christie, as you can see here, just walks straight off court. Cool, calm and collected. 15-11 up. Just shows you what Christie can do. That was a full power attempted winner from Tze Yong, and he picked it up in his stride, comes back with his own winner.
16-11.
That's the thing about Jonatan Christie. He's got that muscular frame, he's got that explosiveness that he can come jump around the court and really just take the best shot that you've got, reply it, and then finish it off himself. 16-11. Mistake from Tze Yong.
17-11.
He did well to get cross court, just couldn't keep it in. So that
That's over.
corner of the court has been
17.
very difficult to hit. Looks like most of the drift has been in that area. Oh, nice shot from Tze Yong. Completely wrong-footed Christie.
17.
Chance for him to possibly get back into this game. Winner cross court. Good start to his comeback.
Fourteen, 17.
It's been a good comeback from Tze Yong so far. Managed to hold Christie at 17 points. That was first order of business. Whatever it is, this first game's so important. A clash like this.
That's over. 18-15.
It's a bit high. Oh, Christie looking to sweep it into the left side. Tze Yong with some foot problems. Oh, it actually looks like I think his sole has come off. Well, that is interesting. No, there is definitely some medical staff that have now come on. It's not just an apparel thing at all. Having a look at his heel. landed quite awkwardly on it just now. He's getting the spray. Well, let's hope that that doesn't balloon up into something else. Something worse, I should say. Once again, hats off to all the medical staff on hand as always. Just looking at it again here now. That's the one there. Oh, yeah, definitely stretched that. Achilles. And felt it enough that he had to come off court. Thankfully, he didn't rupture it. Unless we'd know that by now. Possibly just a strain, no pull. It's not the easiest of problems to deal with, I can tell you. You need your Achilles moving around a badminton court. And that's just playing anyone, let alone a top 5 player who's going to keep you running. Testing it out.
That's over.
Magic spray has done its
18.
magic work.
Play.
Not surprisingly, John Christie's got Tze Yong running around already. Good variation by Christie. Comes in with the power. Oh, nice response from Tze Yong.
Like that. 17, 18.
Well, the lead is bounced back and forth, but as we approach the end of this first game, it's just 1 point in it.
Thank you.
Great pick up by Christie. That's gone too long. Oh, what he was trying to do was draw Tze Yong into the front court and look for that space at the back, but he was just taken out of his rhythm. And it's a mistake. And he does send that back. 18 all. Tze Yong still just testing out that ankle. He's not 100% with that. While he was in mid-air, just decided to go right instead of left. Deception, you can see him there, great action jumping up, twists his body really well, gets really behind it, and instead of going cross-court, goes down the line, near post, as they say in football. Worked out well for him. And a key point, 19-18. Came back too high, emphatically sent back. Tze Yong.
So it's over.
19 all, and it looks
19 all.
more and more like this is going to be going to extra points. Dangerously delicate net exchange. Christie had enough of, pounces on it.
20.
So first game point to Jonatan Christie,
19.
just one.
Next match on court 2 is men's singles, Wang Su Wei from Chinese Taipei versus Priyanshu Rajawat from India.
Oh, he's left that well. He had a triple take on that. He really wasn't sure, but it is extra
20
points.
all.
First to 2 or 30.
Jonatan Christie challenges for out.
That's just been ruled out. Challenge coming, but I don't think Christie's going to be happy with it. Up here, very high commentary box. That looked like it was out. Oh, this would be a great boost if Tze Yong could take this first game. That is out.
Challenge unsuccessful.
So game point for Tze Yong.
Challenge remaining. 21-20. Play.
Again, Tze Yong pushing the point on the net, finds the space down the line on the corner. That was a wonderful winner. Takes the first game 22-20.
First game won by Tze Yong, 22-20.
Well, I have to say he closed that out with some style. There's confirmation of it, 26 minutes, 22-20.
Clock 1, 20 seconds. Clock 1, 20 seconds.
So back on
Second
the
game.
court.
Level. Play.
Tze Yong's going to be very happy. He's got one game under his belt. Playing from the slightly better
One
side of the
love.
court as well. It's a good chance for him. He's left that too long.
That's over. 1 all.
As for Christie, he really has to keep it in the lines, keep it over and in. Can't afford to make any mistakes. He made a few in that first game.
That's over. 2-1.
Oh, what a shot from Tze Yong. It was really great.
3-1.
Cut that, dipped. If you have to look at it here, it just dips immediately over the net. 3-1 lead. Still not critical for John Christie yet at all. But this is a good, consistent performance from Tze Yong. There's another confident winner, grounded immediately, but I think really what was impressive was getting into extra points in the first game and then just taking it at the first opportunity all on his own. That's something that we didn't really see from him before. That killer instinct to kill off close-out games. Oh, wonderful stuff. Almost.
Like that. So it's over. Okay, thank you. Like that. 2-4.
So 2-4. Side as well. As I said, Christie cannot afford to make mistakes, forced or unforced. Needs to control these points as soon as possible. Get on them if he can. There's another winner. He's left that too high again. Well. Tze Yong is looking in sharp form. 4-point lead. 1 game up. We've got a 5-point lead. 1 game up.
7-2.
This is still the first part of the second game. Nice to see where he is in the second part. So far, it's quite tight, his game. Again, look at that. There's a defense, and he gets straight onto the attack. Oh. He's done it again. He may have even made this work. That's a great point from Tze Yong. Attack, defense, reflex.
8-2.
He's worthy of that point and the lead. Look at this. Recovers from the highlights defense, as I like to call it, but then after that, just when Christie's trying to get back into the point, it's another instinctive block, and that's in as well at front court. Amazing. Happy with that, I'm sure any player would be. 8-2. Second shot has had so much venom in it.
3-8.
Christie knows he needs to fire these things as fast as he can, these winners, because of Tze Yong's reflex defenses. His body defense has been so good so far. Again, it's a great point. Yet another mistake from Christie, and we're approaching the second mid-game interval. He's beginning to talk to himself.
The next match on court 3 is women's singles.
Good variation from Tze Yong. that in? Yep. No, it's not.
10-3.
Left that well. Smallest margin. Net tumble saved John Christie then.
Over. 4.
Well, what can you say? Tze Yong has done nothing wrong so far. Loses that point from the net. 10-4 up. And looking good for the mid-game interval. The real question is defending that lead. Again, John Christie tries to go for the delicate. Oh, it's a wonderful shot. Just picked that out the air.
5-10.
So 5-10. And a good platform for John Christie to try and get back in. But these last few points for Tze Yong have been really outstanding.
You ready?
Left that one. Got to keep his focus, keep calm. It's gone long as well. Challenge being called, but I don't think he's going to have any luck with that.
Challenge
Just
unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 7-10. Play.
Again, he's fired himself into life. Remember in the
8,
first game,
10.
he was down, came in, took 11-10 at the mid-game interval. Clawing his way back here. Great movement from Tze Yong. Just made sure he didn't overcommit himself at the net.
Interval.
Pulls himself back, 11-8.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
So back on court, and this could be a very, very productive second phase to game 2 for Tze Yong. We saw almost a headline created. Women's singles earlier, Ratchanok Internon having to take it to the single last point to beat the qualifier, Wang Qingping. Well, this won't be in the same scope as that, but if Tze Yong could take out the world number 5, and progress to the quarterfinals. That is, in fact, something worth talking about. Not just in terms of the Australian Open, but generally in terms of Malaysians men's singles, which is a raging debate at the moment. Oh, that's on the line. No, that has to be challenged.
Challenges call out.
That looked on the line. It is on the line.
Correction 8.
The charge continues. 13-8.
13-8. Play.
Still going to say it's not that critical for John Christie, even at this stage, but if Tze Yong can continue, he's lost that
That's
point.
Over.
Caught in back court.
9-13.
Christie drops it nicely at the front. But if Tze Yong can just hold his focus, then he might just create that headline after all. It's a great shot.
That's over.
Perennial
14,
quarterfinalist, Tze Yong,
9.
looking for his 5th quarterfinal. Hasn't managed to convert any to semis, but he knows how to get to quarters. Oh, he's left that long.
That's over. 10-14.
There's a good few spectators that have joined us here on day 3 for round of 16 at this key centre. It's built for the Sydney Olympics, of course. Sydney Olympic Park has about 3.5 to about 5,000 capacity. It's a nice small
15-10.
stadium. It's got a very cozy atmosphere to it. He's having a bit of trouble with that back line.
That's
It's
over.
allowing Christie back into this game.
11-15.
From Christie's point of view, 15 points is exactly where he'd like to hold Tze Yong. That's a bit high, just behind him though. That's got to be going wide.
Service over.
16-11.
16-11. Pick white and back.
Dennis Law, the umpire from Hong Kong, marshalling this match perfectly so far. Variation again from Tze Yong. Getting Christie to track back and forth vertically. That's gone, is that in? No, that's out.
Jonatan
Oh, he's put a challenge in, but that's out. And that's what Tze Yong's been getting from keeping him tracking back and forth vertically. He's been forcing him into trying to look for the back line. It hasn't been working out so well for him. I think this is out. And it's an important point. Here it comes. It is.
Challenge
17-11.
One challenge remaining.
Tze Yong 4 points away from his 5th
17,
quarterfinal.
11.
6 points ahead
Play.
of world number 5. Plays it again to the back. Forces Christie to look for the big shot, and the big shot doesn't come through. 18-11.
18-11.
Smart play from the Malaysian. He's not allowing the cross court. He's not allowing net exchanges. Just keeps varying it back and forth. Last few points. Try and hustle Christie to looking for a winner. That's exactly what he's doing. Worked that time.
It's over. 12-18.
Well, we said it before with Ong Yu Sin and Teo Yi, who are also 18-12 up, if I remember rightly, and they lost that twice to Lien Wang. Defending leads, just as important as creating them. It's good from Christie. He's got control at this point. It's wonderful from Tze Yong. That's out. That's the 19th point.
That's over.
Played it so well.
19-12.
Christie frustrated that he's putting everything into these points. But still, that scoreboard keeps climbing for his opponent. Certainly just saw on the replay, just back and forth, no lateral movement, just absolutely nullified any kind of cross-court threat. Tze Yong by just playing front court to back and waits for the big shot. Hopefully he's rattled Christie enough at that point. That's the way this second part of game 2 has been going. He's 2 points away now on serve. Again, back and forth. Dropped for Christie. But it was the net tape, the bounce, the tumble, the dribble, call it what you will.
19.
Such an important point for Christie. Needs this serve to work, and he needs it to work well. That's a great winner from Tze Yong. He has really been plugging those 7 match points against the world number 5.
Service over.
The way he's been playing, I'm saying he needs 2 of them, maybe 3. He's been really eking out these points under severe pressure from Christie. Oh, I think that...
That's over.
Unbelievably, I think the ankle's gone on match 14, point.
20.
No, it's just a slip. I mean, that's still bad, obviously, but just keeled over. Oh, it is definitely, he's just rotating that ankle. So it wasn't a slip at all. An opportunity for him at 6 match points if he can just pull this off. Looks like he's trying to walk it off. It's very worrying the way he just collapsed on that point.
14,
so 14-20. And what does Jonatan Christie do here? My bet, he's going to get Tze Yong to try and run around that court. While he's struggling now, Tze Yong.
15-20.
Well, this would be heartbreak and tragedy if he couldn't close this match out in the form that he was playing as well. But as you can see from the replay, getting up very, very gingerly indeed. And that last point, wow, that was 20% half mobility maybe. 15-20. He's looked for the big winner and he's found it. Christie comes back with a mistake. 22-20, 21-15, and now he can take all the rest that he wants. Tze Yong has created the headline here on day 3 by ousting Jonatan Christie and getting to his 5th quarterfinal. Fantastic performance, had a little bit of a hitch with the ankle, but he's still got, that's 22-20, 21-15, there's confirmation of it in 50 minutes exactly. And it's a great performance from Tze Yong, and it cements his claim to being the next new national #1 for Malaysia. He's through to the quarterfinals.
Matches, and we're going to turn our attention to the mixed doubles match that's coming up